here's what this little insight is all about. 2025 for me was a year of transition. Now again, it doesn't mean you haven't been in transition before that time, but it was the year that things culminated in the transitional season. So I've talked to some of you that it's been a couple decades you felt like you're in transition. I don't really know if that's true. That's a long time for transition. But let's give it back to 2020 during COVID when things really started shifting. There was a major shift that happened then. At least it was noted. It was noticeable. So 2025, let's make it the year that it culminated. And in fact, I remember being awake New Year's Eve, 2025 into 2026. It was 11:59:59, and in my spirit, click, I heard like the click of a clock, like when the hand clicks on the 12, and the little hand goes moving right around, right? And I immediately knew in my spirit that we were no longer in transition, but we were in a building season. Okay, so to be out of transition is a powerful thing. I don't think we stay in transition very long. I don't think us as humans do real well in just consistent transition. I think there are growth seasons, and then we come into a short season of transition. That's my take on it. I'm going to stick with that for now. I've heard other expressions of that, and I just don't agree. I think people in transition, if you go too long, everything fails or falters or falls off, and it's very difficult to stay in that season. So let's say we've moved out now, and that click into 2026 was a season of now building. And the first thing in my spirit that came was, it's not about building the whole structure. The first thing you have to do is clear the land and then lay the foundation. And the foundation has to be laid solid. And if it's concrete, it has time to dry. And all of those things that a foundation is needed. And I believe 2026 is all about laying the foundation to build on what's coming next in 2027 and even up to a decade beyond. So where are you in this process? Are you thinking building? Are you, yeah, I'm ready to build? And what I've found is it could get really frustrating because it's almost like you want to build the structure on top of the foundation, and the foundation hasn't been firmly laid yet. It hasn't been firmly built. So I encourage you in 2026 to lay the foundation of your next decade of life. To look at it and go, you know what? I have left a season of transition. I feel something needs to be building. And there's other things behind that I've talked a little bit about. And if I can find the video on YouTube where this is, I will try to link it. Not guaranteeing that with my great skills technologically aren't always the best. Anyway, have you sensed that you've stepped into a building season? Well, don't get frustrated, okay? Don't get frustrated, because it's just the year to build and lay the foundation. Don't try to build something on top of the foundation. Let God have that time to lay that foundation, to really smooth it out and make it strong, make it firm, make it last. So it's a really good, firm foundation. So yeah, cool. That's an insight I wanted to share. Real quick, if I can find that video, here's what it talks about. And if I can't find it, I'll do another one and I'll connect it. But here's the deal. I think this whole thing of building, I think he's taking us into a season of understanding his sovereignty in a way we never have before. It's sovereignty coded in grace. because that's the season we've been in. We've been in a season of grace. We're always in a season of grace, but it got boosted, didn't it? Where our understanding of grace got boosted. But he's got to come back because God is both justice and mercy. He balances the two. So, and he does it very well, by the way. And I believe that there's also something in the building end of things that's really important, because we are in a move of God that's literally going to see probably hundreds and hundreds of millions of people come into the kingdom. If our solid foundation isn't laid well, we can't build real well on top of it. And I think he wants us to. So if you're one of those people that I've been talking with around the world that are going, yeah, I'm sensing that, then I pray this will be for you. Father, we thank you for this moment. We thank you for the building season of 2026. And we just ask that our foundations would be laid firmly. Yeah. Thanks, Lord. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later.